I think it's important for LGBTQ parents to consider being foster parents, one, because there's a need. There are kids out there who need homes, and I feel who better to provide a loving and safe environment than for someone who understands what it means to be discriminated against and what it means to be on the outside, oftentimes looking in. And that, unfortunately, is the experience of a lot of kids in foster care.
You know, foster parents are some of the best people out there, but they expect, you know, this amazing, you know, child, and they see foster care on TV and how it's presented on TV, but they actually don't understand how the need of a unconditional love is needed to be a foster parent.
I think anybody who's willing to open up their home, open up their hearts, open up their wallets, and give a child a placement, I think is a gift to both the child, but I also think it's a gift to the family.
We'd like to think that there's benefits to a child having two moms. You know, just in general, females are viewed as, you know, having certain characteristics that I think are, you know, very, you know, good to have in terms of raising in a very loving environment, and you know, he feels the love of two moms. Of course, you know, the absence of a father is an issue. He does have, you know, good male role models in his life. You know, my dad, and we both have brothers that are involved in his life, and we have friends as well. But yeah, I mean, we'd like to think there's benefits to it, but I think there's benefits to dad homes as well.
And to opposite sex homes.
Right, of course.
So
Yes.
each home and each parenting situation, I think, has its own unique pluses and challenges.
In our house, there is no specific roles. Everybody does the same thing. The heterosexual couples, they have, okay, that's the mainstream duties of the mother, the father, or the children. No, here, he does laundry, I cook, I take out the garbage, I clean the kitchen, and
He does everything.
Having other people in my life that are LGBTQ identifying is, it helps me understand that I'm not alone. That, you know, there are more people out there that are going through the same struggle as me, that have been on the same struggle as me, and that, you know, together we can help each other out and pick each other back up and continue to move on with our lives in a more healthy, positive way.
What an LGBT family would have offered me, honestly, is just self-identity.
We have been so through difficult experiences, so we are very sensitive to identity issues. We try not to impose anything to our children. If they want to play with dolls, we're fine with it. We are not going to correct them because they like our son likes to play with high heels when we go to a store.
I want to say like this phrase as in like, don't judge a book by its cover, because you can't judge a guy or a girl or someone that's in between on how they look. You have to figure out who they are by asking them questions to get to know them.
We have a very clear idea that they need to express their personality, they need to define their persona, and so that's something that we are sensitive to, and we don't try to impose roles.
What could LGBTQ parents offer to LGBTQ youth in the system would be a safe environment, because the child or the teen can be their self. Having parents that have like been through like the struggles of what they've been through already, and they can just support their child or their teenager.
And also, I think one of the things that we can offer our children is the fact our own experience. I mean, being gay, coming out of, and my personal experience, his personal experience was very difficult than having a child with two same-sex parents. Being gay at my time, it was very difficult. And that experience helped me understand that it is very difficult for a child, probably even a child in DCFS or in foster care. It would be very difficult, but I feel that we do have the experience to provide a child with safety, with a good environment emotionally where the child can develop and not feeling what we felt when we were growing up and coming out of the classroom. So that's a good thing that we have.
And so I think it's really important for anybody who has a desire to give a kid a home to consider it. But I think it's particularly important for those who are in the LGBT community to extend themselves in that way. It's a gift to them, it's a gift to the community, it's a gift to the kid or children. So I think everybody wins in that regard. Very well said. Thanks, babe.
I definitely think that foster parents should be more accepting. It doesn't necessarily have to be LGBTQ people that are the foster parents, but as long as you're able to accept, LGBTQIA people into your home, that is, fantastic.
I would say to people that are thinking about adopting, some people have fears that there's no way that they could love a child that isn't their own blood the way, the same. And it's absolutely not true. I mean, we've loved him from the instant that we met him. We couldn't possibly love him more if he were our own flesh and blood. And the same is true of our families. He's just a part of the family. He's just one of the kids, one of the grandkids, one of the nieces and nephews, and he's just Max. He's just our family.
Max, how do you feel about your moms?
I love them.
Thank you, buddy. We love you.